Been another long one. Running out of gin. Plenty of tonic though. Got a great tip for you this evening. See you in a moment. Cheers. Not eaten yet. Twiglets. For you guys in the States, you don't know what they are. They're an acquired taste from England. There's a thing called Marmite, and these are like kind of twigs dipped in it. Yeah, look pretty awful, but they taste great. Gin and tonic and a twiglet. Not the reason I'm here this evening. This is a book by a guy called Kjell N. Haga. He's a Swedish psychologist who worked with the Swedish national team, the girls, at the time of Annika Sorenstam and co. And he's written a number of books. There's also a TED talk that he's done. I'll leave a link below, as usual. And this guy's got some really great ideas on psychology, not just of golf, but of sport generally, life generally. I just want to share one of them with you. I'll leave a link to the book as well, obviously. And thanks, Sean. Really great stuff. This has really helped me a lot. I think one of the things he talks about in the book is basically asking the question, why? Why do you want it? What's that got to do with golf? Well, basically, why do you want to hit a good shot? Why do you want to win the tournament? Why do you want to have a better handicap? Why? And he basically asks this question when he goes into meetings, whether it's be with industry or with sports people, to try and actually get behind the reason, the motivation that they actually have, and find out whether that motivation is either helping or hindering their progress. And he keeps asking the question, why? Why do you want to win the tournament? Well, because if I win the tournament, I get the trophy. And why do you want to get the trophy? Because if I get the trophy, everybody will respect me for being able to play good golf. And if everybody respects you, yeah, well then I'll be happy. And that's more or less, in the end, the answer to all the questions. Why do you want the new car? I need the new car because the old car's, rattling. I might have to have big bills. But when you've got the new car, yeah, okay. But, a couple of weeks later, it's a car, it's got 4 wheels, and it's probably no better than the old car, just newer. You think these things are going to make you happy, but do they really make you happy? Kjell comes up with a really, really great idea there. And he says, oh, basically, if you're not happy before you get the car, you're unlikely to be happy after you get the car. And if you're not happy before you hit the shot, there's a good chance you're not going to be unhappy after you hit the shot. Yeah, you've got to think about that one really, haven't you? If you could actually go up to every golf ball with a smile on your face, I mean, first of all, it'd be a marvellous change, wouldn't it, to our pre-shot routine? Because I can't remember ever going up to the ball before reading this book with a smile on my face. I can remember a couple of grimaces and an awful lot of kind of determination, biting my teeth and biting my bottom lip and wanting and needing and sometimes believing, but never really smiling. But what he's saying is basically that life's motivation is all built around trying to make ourselves happy. We get a new girlfriend, we think we're going to be happier than we were with the old one. It's probably a risky theme, we'll change that one. You get a new job, you get more money in the job. You think it's going to make you happy. So what do? You go out and you buy an expensive bottle of wine instead of a cheap bottle of wine. Is the wine better? Maybe. Are you happier after drinking it? Probably not. The alcohol content's the same. is London Gym better than normal Gordon's? Well, it's got a slight blue tinge, so maybe that's something else for the eye. But in the end, at the end of drinking it, when I'm finished, it was a nice gin and tonic. And I think that is true, at least for me, when I'm on a golf course. I do tend to think that if I have a good round of golf, that's going to make me happy. I'm going to get whatever benefits come from having that good round of golf. Somebody else has to pay for the beers. I'm going to feel good about myself. It's going to justify all the hard work and practice I've put into it. But Shell is basically saying if we can't get ourselves happy before we play golf, before we stand over that shot, then the likelihood of it actually being a success is lower. And most certainly it's going to trigger these inner thoughts. I mean, basically, I don't know about you guys, but I battle. I get out there, and before I get to the ball, sometimes I've got this voice in my head giving me all kinds of assurances or warnings or reminding me to do things, and it's getting in my way. And if you know that this shot is important to you, and if you don't hit it correctly, you're not going to be happy, then you're under more pressure, and you're giving this voice more reason to say, hey, you know, concentrate here, do it right, don't forget, look out, warning you. On the other hand, if you're actually happy before the shot, it takes an awful lot of the pressure away. You hit the out of bounds, yeah, okay, you know, life goes on. I don't hit the green, I don't get the birdie. Doesn't mean I can't try to get the birdie. It doesn't mean I can't actually enjoy the shot. Could you imagine actually going to a golf course which is built in some of the nicest place in the earth, well manicured, you're playing with friends and you're not happy? A golf swing is actually something which is good fun. It feels good, and if you strike a golf ball well, God, there's not many better feelings than that, are there? Beats gin and tonic, but you're not happy. Why aren't we happy? Why aren't we happy on the golf course? Why aren't we happy before we get there, while we're there, during play? Because we're putting ourselves under far too much pressure in the belief that if it all goes our way, we will then be happy. And it's ridiculous if you think about it. And all I can say that since I've kind of adopted this and tried to build it into my pre-shot routine, going up to the ball and almost giving it a bit of a smile, looking forward to each shot, looking forward to each round, looking forward to each hole, reminding myself of the good things that can happen on it and the intentions that I have, I really have noticed that kind of this voice, it's still there. It's not totally out of the picture, but it comes with less aggressive thoughts, less need, less worries, and I'm able to hit better shots, and I enjoy the shots. And I've even, paid for beers at the end of the round with a smile on my face, and actually been able to say I enjoyed the round. And I can remember times in my past where I'd have paid for the beers and gone home. Not good. So try it out. Try it. If you can still get a copy of the book, have a look at it. It's called Illusions and Solutions, from a guy called Kjell Enhager. I can really recommend it. A short one this evening, but it's been a hell of a long day. I'll be back in a couple of days. If you like the video as ever, click the like button, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Thanks again for your support. Not a lot of people watched the last one from Down in the Cellar. I'm hoping it's not going to be a thing where you all turn off before I even start, because I really do think the mental side of the game is more important than the technical side of the game. And to a certain extent, sometimes you've got to try out some of these things to actually find out that I'm right. Well, see you next time.